All right, fourth grade. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the edits that I made with my ending from the last time. But before we do that, I do want to point out some, little features that I have. This is not what you have to do. It's just helping me to clarify what I did and the changes that I made. So, what you're going to notice is that anything I added or changed is going to be highlighted in a specific color. So you can see the different highlights here. Any words that I changed. So, for instance, instead of saying happy, I might have changed it to excited. Instead of mad, I might have said, furious. So that's what I mean by changed words, that I used other resources such as a thesaurus to look for synonyms of the words just to make it even stronger. Anything highlighted in this blue color, those are just small details that I added. So instead of just saying, the one day they walked out, I might have said on a hot day they walked outside in the backyard. So just kind of adding those small details just to add more of a nice picture when I'm reading. And then anything in green are complete sentences that I might have added, maybe just adding a little bit more description or information just to enhance my story. So, again, you do not have to highlight when you are changing and editing your story. I'm just doing it for the purpose so that you can see the changes that I've made. So I'm not necessarily going to reread everything entirely, but I do want you to compare the changes that I made from my first story to now. So if you remember, like I said, these yellow ones, instead of said, I changed it to replied. Instead of mad, I changed it to furious. And then I added these two sentences in the green where I wrote, she could not believe that Snow White had taken away the title she constantly had, or she did not want to harm Snow White, but she needed her to go to almost disappear. So again, I'm just adding more to the story. It still flows, it still works, but I'm almost providing a little bit more information with my details when I added those sentences. And then in the blue, those are just smaller details. I know that I said that night the queen created a potion. Instead, I changed it to mixed different potions. Here, I know that I wrote that they took a walk. Well, I added details and I said they took a walk around the garden on a hot day. Instead of sitting, they just sat underneath the tree. So, again, just adding more so that when someone's reading it, they can literally feel like they are almost watching a movie based off reading your story, right? When you go to the movie theater, you're looking at everything that the creators made, from everything from what the characters look like to the colors and the settings. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to paint a picture of your story. So any details that you can think of, add them into your story just to help the readers become more engaged. So, with this concept and with this idea, now what you're going to do is do this with your come away text. You're more than welcome to use this strategy if it helps you keep it highlighted, but the highlighting is completely optional. That's just a way for me to show you how I was able to revise, add details into my new ending.